Teams that no one expected to get eliminated so early. Back in 2006, Italy was on top of the world. They were World Cup champions, beating France in a final everyone remembers for that crazy Zidane headbutt. The Italians were known for their solid defense, their clever tactics, and some of the most passionate fans in football. But what happened next shocked everybody. You see, just 4 years after lifting that trophy, Italy showed up at the 2010 World Cup in South Africa as defending champs, and expectations were sky high since their group wasn't even that tough, with teams like Paraguay, New Zealand, and Slovakia. But from the very first whistle, Italy looked slow and completely out of ideas. They couldn't even beat New Zealand, a team ranked way below them. They didn't win either of their first 2 games, so it all came down to the final match against Slovakia, and instead of saving themselves, they lost once again. So for the first time since 1974, Italy went out in the group stage. The entire country was shocked. This was a team that just won the entire tournament, but most people just dismissed this as a one-time fluke. Well, at least until 2014 came around. The thing is, when the 2014 World Cup kicked off in Brazil, people thought the Italians would come back stronger. Their group looked tough with England, Uruguay, and underdog Costa Rica, but let's be honest, Italy was still expected to make it through. And they started well. Mario Balotelli scored the winning goal against England, and everyone thought, okay, Italy's back. But after that, out of nowhere, they lost to Costa Rica, a team that no one even expected to win a game in the group. But to be fair, the Costa Ricans had an amazing tournament. Now, even though Italy dropped this game, it wasn't the end of the world. They just needed 1 point in the final game. But then came the infamous match against Uruguay. Italy just needed a draw, but they completely unraveled, lost 1-0, and went home early for the second World Cup in a row. Fans everywhere were shocked that Italy, one of the best national teams of all time, was eliminated in back-to-back World Cups. But things somehow were about to get even worse. As it turns out, Italy was in a tough spot in the 2018 World Cup qualifiers. It all came down to a playoff match against Sweden. However, they couldn't score a single goal across 2 games. So they lost and sent the whole country into tears as they failed to qualify for their first World Cup in 60 years, as Buffon, the legendary goalkeeper, cried on live TV after missing out on his last shot at a World Cup. Now, this run was already incredibly bad from a team that was once defending the World Cup title, but then Italy somehow managed to shock the world yet again. What I mean is that even after winning Euro 2020 and looking like one of the best teams in the world again, Italy couldn't qualify for Qatar 2022. This time they lost to North Macedonia in the World Cup qualifier playoffs, a team nobody expected to even have a shot. And that loss came with almost the last kick of the game. But I post videos like this one every single day. Follow if you want the algorithm to show them to you.